picturesque San Gabriel Mountains in the background, a look at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight, the finale of this four-game set between the New York Mets and the Los Angeles Dodgers. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Scott Kazmir is on the mound for the Dodgers in this contest. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
David Wright heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Third baseman, David Wright.
And a swing and a miss, so a first pitch strike as we're underway here this evening. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Kazmir has his target. Here it is on 2-2. Sinker. 3-2 now. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. With that, here are Terry Collins' New York Mets. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, I think this one is going to be a great pitcher's duel, so you really need to take advantage of any scoring opportunities or any mistakes that may be handed to you. 1 or 2 runs might be enough to win it.
Juan Lagares stands in as he looks at a called strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
Nope. Lays off the circle change there. A ball and a strike. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game. And with that, let's look at how the Dodgers align on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And, oh, look out as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Well, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Lucas Duda will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
First pitch on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
A runner on first with 2 away. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers, but he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. Look over by Kazmir, now the pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mets strand 1, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Steven Matz, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. What's your take on him, EK?
He's not a rookie in this league anymore, but he's still very young and learning his craft here in the big leagues. He is having a very nice year so far, though, so we'll see if that continues in this matchup.
Jock Peterson comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Jock Peterson.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. EK, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
And after they dropped the opener of this series on Monday, they've turned around and won the next 2, so they come in with a chance to win the series and give themselves a little momentum heading for the weekend.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Bounced softly in front of the plate. Gonna be a tough play. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. What's the key for them if they want to split this series, Steve?
Just don't be stupid up there. Don't chase balls out of the zone. Move guys along when the situation calls for it. Play the game.
Corey Seager will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. Into the windup and the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this is one of the better defenses in all of the league. Very few clubs commit fewer errors than this one. I expect them to be sound in this game.
Yasiel Puig will stand in, currently 8th in the National League in hitting to enter play.
Well, right now, he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
First pitch coming, here it is. Hard liner toward short. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. The throw into second. And he is in the scoring position at second with their first hit, a 2-out double.
Well, you know, it's never too late to get a first-inning rally started. This one's going to find the gap for 2 bases, so now at least you give your cleanup guy a shot to maybe drive in that first run of the game.
Here's Adrian now, as he'll go after the first pitch and send one softly out to second. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More ahead from Dodger Stadium right after this. Curtis Granderson will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Tried to hold back, but this is popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away.
And you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Asdrubal Cabrera will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Kazmir gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Now, people describe this guy as throwing a heavy sinker. Would you guys agree with that assessment?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's hard to explain why that's the case, but it's true. When you run into a guy with a good sinker and lots of movement on it, it just feels like you're hitting a bowling ball. The ball just doesn't go anywhere.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Yeah, I don't know what more you could be looking for. I mean, that pitch is dead center in the strike zone. You must have really been looking for something else because you can't help but swing at those.
Stepping in now, Johnny Monell. As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard towards second, but right there for it is the second baseman Utley, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Justin Turner will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ground ball right side. To his left, Muno. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
And that's a good guy to take care of on 1 pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Yasmani Grandal will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, Matty just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in there.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line.
Well, that's one thing about having a switch hitting catcher in the lineup. This guy causes so many matchup problems. Comes through with a solid single here.
Kike Hernandez takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
In is the second baseman, Chase Utley, as he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities that they could never really cash them in, so you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. On the move is Lagares. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
A little bit of a risk there with 2 away. You don't want to run yourself into a double play to end the inning, but he's able to make it up there, and that puts runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
Scott Kazmir gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. First offering on its way. Hit to short. Cabrera's up with it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Danny Muno is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Second baseman, Danny
Kazmir into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Good action on the sinker, 1-2.
And this is where he's at his best. When he gets that sinker running away, he's tough to hit.
Yeah, the problem is when he leaves that thing up, that's when he gets into all sorts of trouble.
Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Well, you'll get another look at this. This ball's hit sharply, so it gets on him pretty quickly. He's able to knock it down, but they weren't going to have a play after that. That should go down as an infield single.
Into the box now, Steven Matz. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but hey, he gets the job done.
David Wright is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
It shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Sometimes, especially when you're down in the count, you just got to take whatever the pitcher gives you. He's not trying to muscle up on something, not even really trying to drive anything. He's just trying to make contact, put the ball in play, and good things wind up happening for him.
Juan Lagares is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Around third and being waved on home. And not in time as the second run scores.
When you're a hitter, there's only 2 times where you know for sure you've got a hit. One is when you hit one into the seats, it feels so good. And 2 is when you split the outfielders like that. Right off the bat, you know it's a double. The only thing in your mind, can I go for 3?
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. 1 out and a runner on second base. And he falls behind 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Into the first base dugout, and he makes the catch. He took one away there, and that's the second out of the inning.
Wow, tough play.
Well, anytime you get an RBI guy to the plate with less than 2 outs, and he does that, he is not happy. That's the kind of at-bat that'll stick with you for a while.
Lucas Duda is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. One 0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2 pitch. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Jock Peterson will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Fielder, Jock Peterson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, not a real good effort there. That pitch was never going to be a strike.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Lagares coasts under it, 1 out.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Corey Seager stands in as he can't connect here, 0-1.
And after another swing and miss on a pitch out of the zone, I think it's time to start taking a different approach.
Yeah, they've fallen behind way too easy, haven't they?
You're just not going to have a lot of success when you're always behind in the count.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Yasiel Puig walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second. Backhanded. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They trail it here 2-0. Curtis Granderson is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Kazmir's ready, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up, right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and reined in, 1 away.
So that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. He's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. As Drupal Cabrera comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball, it's 1-0. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Johnny Monell comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Gets him out in front as this is hit in the air down the right field line. There to make the play is Puig for route number 2.
Now batting, second baseman,
Danny Muno steps in, batting from the right side with the left-hander on the mound. He's set. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. Mets leave 1. They're up 2-0. Adrian Gonzalez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will wind up a foul ball. Lifted the other way out to left center. Under it, Lagares, and there's 1 away. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. Into the box now, Justin Turner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Right side hit hard. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Let's watch this swing in show motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, and a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Here comes the 1-0. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. No runs, 4 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch, 2 away.
And sometimes up there you just get completely fooled. I mean, I think he changed his mind about swinging at this pitch about 3 different times while it was on its way to the plate. I'm gonna swing. No. I'm gonna take it. Oh, well, I better try to at least foul it off. And in the end, he got nothing.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit to third. Right has it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for L.A. They're still down. It's 2-0. Steven Matz will open the inning here for the Mets, with David Wright following on deck.
Steven Matz.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
1 and 2.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these 2 guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
David Wright will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Grounded down the third baseline. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Here's Juan Lagares. As he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play, it's strike 1. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
And you know, as a hitter, with the runner at first and 1 out, I think I'm going to see something down in the zone because I know they want me to hit into a double play. Instead, they go ahead and they challenge him up, and I don't think he was expecting that.
Into the seats, 0-1. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Tap foul at home plate. 2 out with the man at first. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Mets strand 1, but they're on top 2-0. Chase Utley will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Up next for the Dodgers.
And you know, when a guy's shutting you down, you got to look for ways to try and get on the board. So he sees an opportunity here, and he's going to wind up beating this one out.
In now, Scott Kazmir. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. To Cabrera for 1. Back to first, but it's right over his head. The tag, and he is out at second base. It's a double play.
Now batting,
Jock Peterson will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard towards center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Corey Seager will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick
And hang on, he's out. Gunned down, trying to swipe a bag with 2 away, and that's going to put an end to the inning. Dodgers are retired on just 4 pitches. They're down 2-0. Lucas Duda will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Here it comes. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. It appears safe to say now that that man right there has turned things around from his last start.
And it's a great sign, too, of exactly what you need to do. You have to have a short memory out there. But you're right. He's pitching with a lot more confidence in this outing.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there, a ball and 2 strikes. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Curtis Granderson will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far. Here's the pitch. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Weak roller right side. Gonzalez over to his left, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
As Drupal Cabrera steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Kazmir sets. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Down the third baseline. And that's through for a hit.
Well, that's the frustrating thing for a sinker baller. When you get the ground ball you need and it finds a hole. Now he's got 2 men on to deal with and only 1 away.
Into the box, Johnny Monell. As he'll swing and hit this one hard but foul off to the left and out of play. Snap throw from the catcher. And he saw it coming that time, back in standing. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Well, that's 3 hits for him now after the leadoff guy was retired. Oh, now the bases are loaded here as they try to cash in.
Danny Muno will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Here it comes, 1-0. Oh, now a ball hit well out to the alley in right center. And I don't think anyone's going to get to this one. This is going to get down for extra bases. 2 runs have scored. The runner from first crosses the plate. Throw to third will not be in time. It's a 3-run triple. And some definite breathing room now as they add on to their lead.
There's no one out there to blame but himself on the mound. He got himself into this mess, and now I'm sure this is not the way he wanted to get himself out of it. But this is going to wind up clearing the bases as it goes into the book as a 3-run triple.
Steven Matz will stand in with a golden chance here to help himself out with a runner at third.
And he knows this is a definite strikeout situation. So the big key here is, at the very least, find a pitch you can put in play.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Surprised that the bullpen hasn't swung into action yet?
Yeah, you know, now that you mention it, I think I'd at least get a couple guys up there scurrying around down there, or thinking about ordering a pizza or something.
And a 6th run will come across on the sac fly. It's now 6-zip.
Well, nobody's going to confuse this guy with Miguel Cabrera or Chris Davis, but with the runner on third, he doesn't have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Just has to get one deep enough out there to deliver that run from third. That's nice going.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both the lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. David Wright is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. 4 runs here in this half inning. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they score 4 times on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 6 and the Dodgers nothing. Corey Seager will start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6.
Well, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
Now here's the pitch. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Hit hard to short, right to Cabrera. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
And after that 4-run inning really broke this thing open, now as a pitcher you have a luxury of going right after guys. You don't have to worry so much about making that perfect pitch. If you give up a hit, big deal. You got a cushion behind you.
Yasiel Puig strides in, grounded out his last time through. And he takes ball one.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Shot towards second. A dive. He's got it. He's up with it. The throw. He's out.
Oh, what a play. Well, they say pitching and defense is what's going to win you ball games, and we've seen evidence of both in this one. That's an incredible play right there, and it's just part of the reason why this guy still has a shutout working.
Here's Adrian now. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. The windup and the 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. And there's a pitch Gonzalez takes, and we're back even at 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin.
Let's get another look at this swing in show motion. You see, this pitch is down, but look at his head. Right on the ball all the way. And then you see his hands leading right through the zone. Just drives this ball right back up the middle.
From the stretch. Swinging a soft liner, and no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. Dodgers leave 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Juan Lagares is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Fielder, Juan Lagares.
chop foul over towards the coaching box. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Peterson. One down.
Well, it's definitely a tale of two extremes so far as you check out his line. A lot of strikeouts, that's the good news. But a lot of other crooked numbers are up there, too.
Yoenis Cespedes gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here comes the Dodger manager making his way toward the mound. And that's going to spell the end of the evening for Scott Kazmir. So he'll depart after 6 1/3, and he'll have no shot at a victory here in this one. Pedro Baez will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Now the pitch. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Boy, just another great swing right there, and he's had a few of them in this series. He gets a good pitch to hit, and he's right on it. And he drives this one off the wall for an easy double, and it might be time for them to let somebody else beat you for a change.
Here's Lucas Duda now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Down and away, ball 1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame.
I'll tell you what, if you're related to this guy right now, you might want to turn away from the screen because this is going to be tough to watch. Here they are, one after another. That's 4 strikeouts for him, and that's called the golden sombrero.
Standing in now, Curtis Granderson. Line drive to center field. Peterson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Mets leave 1, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Yasmani Grandal will start things off as they look to do something here to get on the scoreboard for the first time.
And they've seen some opportunities come and go. They do have 7 hits, so it's not like they haven't had base runners. They just haven't been able to bring those guys in.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Now the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
Well, in most cases, once he kicks this thing, it's going to be a sure error. But luckily for him, he's got a diesel tanker headed down the first baseline. So he's able to gather this thing up and still get the out at first.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Grounded to third. Throw gets him. 2 down. So a good pitch there to get the out, and with that we'll take a look at the league leaderboard in terms of team ERA.
Yeah, and as we take a look here, you can see that the Mets are currently best in the senior circuit in that category. And it's always nice to know that whoever steps on the bump for you, you're going to have a chance to win. A lot of teams are envious of that stat, and these pitchers, they deserve a lot of credit for what they've accomplished so far.
Pitch on the way. Hit hard to short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. Dodgers retired on just 4 pitches. They still find themselves down 6-0. As Drupal Cabrera comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
The pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Ripped down the first base line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Johnny Monell digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
From the stretch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. High and deep to right center field. Back goes Peterson, still going back. And this one is gone, a home run. And how about that? Johnny Monell has got himself his first big league round tripper. We'll have to wait and see how many more of these he can mount in his career, but for now I'm sure he's happy to say he's got his first.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this, watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. I'm sure he was practically floating as he jogged the bases. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over. You know his phone's going to blow up. He's going to be calling his mom, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Stepping in now, Danny Muno.
Up next for the Mets. Second base.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Lifted in the air out to left field. Hernandez has a beat on it. He's got it 1 away.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Steven Matz steps in for a 4th plate appearance tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game. High in the air out to center field. Peterson is there now, and he has it 2 gone.
The third base.
That actually wasn't too bad a swing there. You know, sometimes you can catch those outfielders playing far too shallow with a pitcher up there, but he was able to keep this one in his sights and make the play.
David Wright will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. Now here's the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Liner toward right center, so he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
And this is what folks mean when they talk about time in the fastball. He looks at the first pitch just to get a feel for the speed, the movement, and then when it comes again, now he knows how to handle it.
Here's Juan Lagares. Squared that one up just a little late. He's set. Here's the 0-1. This is line to left. Hernandez is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 8 and the Dodgers nothing. Andre Ethier will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th.
Ethier.
Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. To short. Cabrera's there. On to first, and the throw goes right by him.
Boy, when you're starving for offense, this is a huge break. They get the leadoff man on here to start the inning, and maybe getting this pitcher into his stretch might just jumpstart that offense.
Here's Jock Peterson now. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
Sliced hard on the ground. One there. On to Duda, a double play.
As far as pitchers go, it seems like you're never far away from working out of danger if you've got that good sinking fastball. Here he's going to start this pitch right in the strike zone and then let it bear straight down. And at the plate, it's tough to do anything with it but hit it on the ground.
A little bouncer. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Dodgers go down quietly. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Another nice evening here in LA as we welcome you back to Major League Baseball on the show. Luis Avilan will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Into the box, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
First baseman number 21.
Settling in now, Lucas Duda. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
In there at the knees, strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hernandez will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Number 3, Curtis Granderson.
Curtis Granderson digs in now after lining out in his last try.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-2 home. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Heart of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. The Mets lead this one 8-0. Yasiel Puig will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
Yeah, and whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And now a pitch on the way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Here it comes on 1-1. High and deep to left center field. Back goes Lagares, still ranging back. Gone! A solo home run off the bat of Yasiel Puig. Home run number 5 on the year, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Well, these guys still have some work to do, but this is a good start. Leadoff home run, cuts 1 off the lead, but they're still going to need to manufacture a few more to get back in this ball game.
Adrian Gonzalez will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin Turner.
Justin Turner digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Now here it comes. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, he was trying to do something dramatic right there, but when you think about it, at this point in the ball game, all you need is base runners.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, on his way to second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Well, you know, this one may have been decided a long time ago, but don't tell that to this guy. He's going to approach every at-bat like the game's on the line, and he delivers here with a double into the gap.
Yasmani Grandal is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Yeah, and you got to be careful that you don't go up there helping him out, especially if you get that feeling that they're trying to work around you.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. Well, that sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
So coming to the plate, Kike Hernandez. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. A swing and a miss on a good pitch, and the Dodgers are down to their final strike now.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Mets have taken the finale here. They win the series 3-1 as the ball game is over.
Well, that run in the ninth means that they couldn't quite finish off the shutout, but still a very good performance out there on the mound.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top 8-1. Good night from Los Angeles.